Hello and welcome back to Moody Park here in Ewing Township, New Jersey for the second doubleheader of the day. Just about ready to get underway between the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals. And the two teams sitting nearer to the bottom of the South Division here, but two teams that have been on the rise up. The Trenton Capitals win their last two games. They sit at 7-10-2 and are fourth in the South, while the South Jersey Kings are at 8-11-1 and sit at third in the Southern Division. On the mound for the Kings is Tommy Kohler. He started exactly 4 games, pitched exactly 4 innings in each and every one of those 4 games. Has a 1-1 record. In his 16 innings pitched, he allowed 9 hits and just 2 earned runs. Struck out 12 batters for a .875 earned run average. Now he has walked 15 batters, so his whip is up to 1.5. Tommy Kohler, who just wrapped up his sophomore season at NJIT, or TCNJ rather, excuse me. Didn't see any action this past sophomore spring, but this summer has been outstanding on the mound for the South Jersey Kings.
Leading off for the Capitals.
And Kohler, one of the Kings' 4 ECCBL All-Star pitchers. And stepping up to the plate is Ethan Tolbert to face him for our first at-bat here in doubleheader number 2. First one from Tolbert is sent sky high. Chased down by Enrico Tofano and will bounce just a few feet off of the Kings dugout over there to our left. Second pitch to Tolbert. Swung on, going to go right over to Danny Scullion, who's fumbling around with the ball. There's no one there to throw it to, and Scullion will get the error. And boy, we saw a few of those in our first doubleheader where the Mammoths absolutely steamrolled the Gens, although both teams did struggle with the errors. Already starting off on a bad foot in our very first step out of the day, Danny Scullion is deaded with the error.
Number 26, Jackson Wargo.
Now it's going to bring on Jackson Wargo. Over there at Eastern Florida State College. Wrapped up his freshman year, was a 182 hitter as that fastball goes outside for a 1-1 count. Wargo, this is just his 4th game of the summer. He's 2 for 5 with a double. 3 runs and 2 walks to his name as well. Breaking ball's not going to be in there quite enough. It's going to bring up a 2-1 count. Two-one offering to Wargo is high. In his most recent outing, went 1 for 2 against the Generals this past Thursday. 1 for 2 with 2 runs and a strikeout. Was also hit by 2 pitches. And he's going to get walked right here on a 5-pitch walk. So Tommy Kohler has 2 runners on, 1 that he has allowed on. Ethan Tolbert reaching on the error. Now on comes Jaden Shin. His first game back since winning the home run derby yesterday afternoon out in Quakertown. Takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Shin, a .250 hitter so far on the summer with 3 doubles and 1 home run. This one swung on out into right field. Buchanan's going to be the one to scoop it up. Rounding the bases, Tolbert, and Tolbert's going to stay put. So now bases loaded off of the single from Jaden Shin. He went 0 for 3 against the Generals on Thursday, has his first hit since June 28th against the Quakertown Blazers, a game in which he went 1 for 1 with 2 walks. And now on comes Mike Vittori. Pitch is low and away. Fitzpatrick, the catcher, gets behind it and stops it in its tracks. So a 1-0 count coming up here on Vittori. Michael Vittori heading into his redshirt sophomore season at Belmont Abbey. A .342 hitter for them this past spring. As that fastball is low for a 2-0 count. Just a .133 hitter so far this summer. Going 4 for 30 with 1 double. Another fastball is low off the hand of Tommy Kohler. Again, still no outs to show for it here. And the base is loaded up for the Trenton Capitals. That one's going to find the bottom left corner, as those 3-0 pitches often do here in the ECCBL. .3-0 count coming up here for Vittori. Make it a 3-2, finding the outside corner right there on that fastball. Full count pitch, no outs, bases loaded. Fastball's high, and it'll walk in a run.
From Haverford, the second baseman, number 12, Jackson Scrow.
So that run not earned. Onto Tommy Kohler's final stat line here today. As Jackson Scrow takes the plate, pops this one sky high. Scullion and Fitzpatrick chasing it down. Fitzpatrick's going to be the one to make the grab, and Jackson Scrow is headed back. Or Jack Fitzpatrick never caught it in the first place. Boy, Jackson Scrow was already essentially in the dugout. Home plate umpire making some jokes. DJ Barry saying, hey, you guys want to count it as now and keep this thing going? Fine by me. He pitched, or he umped the first 2 games today, and he'll be out there for the next 2 as well. So now it's a 1-1 count to Jackson Scrow. And a 1-0 lead here for the Trenton Capitals. 1-1 fouled off right back towards me. Here in the press box for a 1-2 count. Wargo on third, Shin on second, Vittori on first. Here's the pitch, 1-2, way outside. Tommy Kohler losing some control right there. Kohler, this is a bit of a rare sighting from him. He has been very, very solid for the Kings so far this summer. Like I said, 4 games in which he pitched 4 innings exactly and has an under 1.0 earned run average on the summer. This fastball going to be popped up once again from Scrow. Kohler's going for it now. It's Fitzpatrick, and then Scullion coming all the way in. So Jackson Scrow gets retired, you could say twice. Regardless, it's out number 1 on the board. Bases are still loaded.
Number 11, Matthew Westcott.
So now brings on Matthew Westcott heading into his sophomore season at Moravian University. Takes the first pitch high and away for a ball. Westcott batting 6th in the order. The 1-0 fastball, finding that bottom left corner. Westcott really disagreeing with that call, walking over towards his dugout and saying, "You got to be kidding me." Not happy with that fastball, or the umpire saying, "Fine, it's the outside corner." That one's not going to find any corner, going to be right down the middle, but low. So really, we're not right down the middle. Regardless, it's a 2-1 count on Matthew Westcott. Kohler already 22 pitches in. That ball will go high for a 3-1 now. Matt Westcott around a 250 hitter so far this summer with 2 doubles and just 1 RBI to his name. 3-1 grounder right over to Ty Mercado, looking for the double play. Spin around, toss. Danny Skillen makes the grab, but not in time. My goodness. Ty Mercado, fantastic play. Pretty good catch by Skillen as well. But another run will score, and it'll just be Fattori out at second.
From TCNJ, number 21, third baseman, Braden Dromboski.
So no double play there, just 1 out, and just 1 more run tacked on for the Trenton Capitals as they now lead 2-0. Boy, every single first inning we've seen so far today has been fairly volatile on the offensive side. Whether it's one or both teams able to put up some runs. It's what we saw in the Mercer Mammoth and Trenton Generals doubleheader in each of the first innings. It's what we're seeing already from the Trenton Capitals. Braden Dromboski is up at the plate with a 2-0 count. Boy, it has been a long day here, folks. We got some name slip-ups, and I can't promise that we're not going to have any more as we continue on. It's a 2-0 count on Dromboski. A 180 hitter so far this summer, his 13th game with the Capitals. Swing and a miss on the 2-0. He's got 1 double and 5 RBIs to his name this summer, along with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. That pitch just barely going outside, going to bring up a 3-1 count. Good looking pitch from Kohler, but the right call. Again, it's runners on the corners. Matt Westcott on first, Jaden Shin on third. 2 outs on the board. Braden Dromboski with a 3-1 count. Kohler's fastball goes inside. Boy, he's already nearing 30. Only 41% of his pitches so far have been strikes, and he's going to have a chat with his catcher Fitzpatrick and a Kings assistant coach. We'll take a short break. First inning, top of the first inning, that is, still underway. Where the Capitals lead 2-0, have runners on the corners with 2 outs on the board. Or rather, bases loaded with 2 outs on the board when we return. After his big brother gets the walk over to first, Nick Dromboski steps up to the plate. Just his second game this summer. We saw him with just 1 at-bat against the Generals on Thursday. That's going to be a called strike 1. Brings up a 1-1 count on him. Pitch outside, bring up a 2-1 count. Another pitch outside, bring up a 3-1 count. Nick Dombrowski just wrapped up his senior season at Northern Burlington, still looking, or excuse me, a St. Peter's baseball commit. As he pops this one over out into the left field, Maxwell is the one making the grab and finally retiring the inning.
For the Caps in the first, 2 runs.
2-run score for the Trenton Capitals. And the line drive over to Zach Maxwell, the left fielder, finally ends the top of the first, but not before over 30 pitches from Tommy Kohler and 1 earned run to his name as well. Caps lead 2-0 when we come back in the bottom of the first. Welcome back here, Ben Chadwick, with you for the bottom of the first between the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals. Jordan Robb, the leadoff hitter for the Kings, starting off with a called strike 1, thanks to the fastball from James Muller. Second fastball is in a similar spot, but a bit lower and a bit more inside. So a 1-1 count for Robb Muller over at Alvernia University, just wrapped up his junior season. Puts another fastball, this one in the dirt. Through just 4 innings this past spring. In his 3 appearances, allowed 3 hits and 2 earned runs for a 4.5 earned run average. As Robba puts this one out into left field, racing over and making the grab is Nick Dombrowski for out number 1 on the first at bat.
From LaSalle, right fielder, number 7, Austin Buchanan.
Now stepping up is Austin Buchanan. The LaSalle commit was a .316 hitter at Delsea High School as he grounds this one right over to Jackson Scrow. Good play by the soon-to-be sophomore over there at Haverford, who tosses it right over to Michael Fattori for a quick out number 2. And boy, you hate to say it this early, but if we learned anything from our original doubleheader between the Trenton Generals and the Mercer Mammoths, is that the start of this game looks eerily similar to how that one went. Seemed as though the tops of every inning would last forever as the Mammoths just ran up the score, and the bottoms would be so quick, going 3 up, 3 down, 4 up, 3 down, and running into a bit of a similar scenario right here. a 2-1 count here on Danny Scullion. He was charged with the error in the top of the first, over 400 hitter so far this summer, as that breaking ball comes all the way in. Scullion saw it coming from a mile away, stood his ground, ate it up, and is going to find himself over there on first base.
From Hartford, the catcher, number 8, Jack Fitzpatrick.
Now moving on to Jack Fitzpatrick. Still 2 outs on the board. He starts off with a 1-out count after that fastball goes outside. Again, facing James Mueller, who through just about 22 innings has a 3-1 record with the Caps. 26 hits and 19 earned runs with 12 strikeouts for a 6.138 earned run average. As that fastball once again goes outside. Fitzpatrick heading into his sophomore season at a Harford County Community College. Really just Harford Community College. He was a .245 hitter there this past spring with an .868 on base plus slugging. Had 3 doubles and a couple of home runs to his name. Mueller trying to get his 3rd out, not his second base runner here, as that one is high, and he will get exactly that. Jack Fitzpatrick taking first, Scullion moving over to second. 4-pitch walk from James Mueller.
From Franklin and Marshall, number 24, third baseman.
So still 2 outs on the board. Scullion on second, Fitzpatrick on first, and Rico Tefano now steps up to the dish. Tefano heading into a sophomore season at Franklin and Marshall. Only saw 8 at-bats, had 4 hits, one of them being a double, one of them being a home run. Sitting at 6'2", 210. Another one of these ECCBL South Division All-Stars that the Kings have. A .289 hitter for them so far this summer. Got a 1-0 count. Grounds this one over to Ethan Tolbert looking for the double play. Or rather, let me correct myself and actually realize the situation we're in. There's 2 outs on the board. Tolbert will just toss it over to Jackson Skrull on second base for out number 3 here in the bottom of the first. Heading into the top of the second, the Trenton Capitals look to add on to their 2-0 lead. When we return, we'll see you there. So it's Tommy Kohler out there for his second inning of work. Danny Cimbino started off with a quick 2 called strikes. Going to get a ball outside. Brings up a 2-2 count on him. Kohler already nearing 40 pitches on the day as Cimbinos puts this one right over the head of Schenk. Possibly, no, he's going to reach that arm up and make the grab for out number 1. So Andrew Schenk, the second baseman, backpedaling and then turning over. Still putting that glove up in the air just in time to make the grab.
Number 13, Zach Barbash.
And now moving on to Zach Barbash. As the breaking ball from Kohler is in there for a called strike 1. So it could just be me, but Tommy Kohler looking a whole lot more comfortable here in the second inning than he did in the first. Moving through these hitters like we've grown to know and love him to do so. As that breaking ball is going to be a bit low and away. Up at the plate, Zach Barbash is that fastball outside for a 2-1 count. Barbash heading into his sophomore season at Ramapo College. Just 1 for 37. 1 for 27, excuse me, so far in the summer. He's seen 37 plate appearances. He's got 7 walks to show for that, along with a couple hit by pitches, a couple reach on errors, and a sac fly. Regardless, has had his struggles hitting, but we get another walk right here, his 8th of the summer on the 3-1 pitch.
Number 28, shortstop, Ethan Tolbert.
And right back to the top of the order here for the Caps. Ethan Tolbert steps up. The James Madison commit checking himself, and they're going to say he went around. Strike 1 on him. 0-1 count for Tolbert, who reached on an error in his first at bat. Second pitch going to be a bit too high for a 1-1 count. Tolbert a .333 hitter so far. He's 12 for 36 in the summer. Just 1 extra base hit. It was a triple in his 5th game this summer. Now played in his 16th game, including this. He's got a 2-1 count. Kohler checking Barbash over there on first. Nothing to it. Got a nice quick fly out to start off the inning in a much better way than he did in the first. Looking to continue that momentum despite Barbash reaching first on the walk. But right now he's got a 3-1 count on Tolbert. Here is the 3-1 offering. Hitters count. Find that outside corner. Tolbert shaking his head. And the full count pitch coming up right here. Here's a 3-2. Off goes Barbash. No throw over, and it's going to be a walk either way. Tolbert takes his base. 2 runners on. Still only 1 out here in the top of the second.
Number 26, center fielder, Jackson Wargo.
And now on comes Jackson Wargo once again from Eastern Florida State College. Heading into his redshirt sophomore season. Spent last spring with Longwood University, which is what we would mention whenever he would play last summer, as he did for the Caps. This summer over there with Eastern Florida State College. As that fastball is low, and it's a 2-0 count on Wargo. Offering. Wargo puts the sky high out to center field. Jordan Raba should have an easy time hauling that one in. He does, and it's out number 2 on the board.
Number 22, the DH, Jaden Shin.
So the Kings looking much better this time around. Still have 2 runners on and still have a dangerous hitter in Jaden Shin up at the plate here. But Tommy Kohler definitely seems a little more comfortable this time around. Over 30 pitches. That ball's going to find the inside corner. Shin not agreeing with it. It's a 0-1 count. The 0-1 offering to Shin coming up here. Breaking ball outside. And it brings up a 1-1. Swung on by Shin. Shallow right center. Stumbling over his Shank. Still making the grab is Shank as well. Andrew Shank losing the ball in the clouds, falling over. Recovering, getting up, and still making the grab, falling over once again to make the catch. Shank really putting his body on the line out there, the second baseman, making out number 3 for the South Jersey Kings. It's still just a 2-0 lead for the Trenton Capitals. The Kings up at the plate when we return. We'll see you there.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital X-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
That's one. That's four.
See what he has here.
It's not about not failing. It's how you bounce back. Can he bounce back right here? No, instead Committer will get this one down. Looking to tie the game up. Ray Mulhern coming home. Jack Hughes rounding third. Can the Mammoths win it? Hughes comes all the way home. And the Mercer Mammoths with a 7-6 win over the South Jersey Kings. A 3 RBI double off the bat of Joe Committer. Welcome home, big guy. Hasn't been able to play at this field for quite some time now. Wrapped up his career with the Vikings over a season ago. But he is just as good as the day he left. Joe Committer. The 3 RBI walk-off double to end Game 1 here at Mercer County Community College. And what a Game 1 it was. Hey folks, hope you didn't miss me too much. Back here in the top of the 6th inning, Jackson Scrow up at the plate. Yes, it is still a 2-1 game, like we left you audio-wise in the bottom of the 2nd. The Trenton Capitals still enjoying that 2-1 lead. Jackson Scrow fouling this one off. He starts off with an 0-2 count. Scrow is 0 for 2 today. As he grounds this one, picked up by Ty Mercado. Can he make the throw over in time? Scullion making the grab. Can he jump down in time? He can! My goodness, Ty Mercado snagging it, tossing it over to Danny Scullion, who jumps up just high enough to grab the ball, but not too high, so he can't get back on the base in time. And just like that, out number 1 is had here in the top of the 6th. Brings on Matt Westcott, another player who is 0 for 2 today. Nice breaking ball from Noah Rivera, who is on the mound. Out of Kane University. Just wrapped up his junior season. Swing and a miss right there from Westcott brings up an 0-2 count. Here is the 0-2 offering from Rivera. Swung on out into right center. Boy, it's a high one that Buchanan's going to have to keep chasing down, keep running back, and finally making the grab for out number 2. Raba and Buchanan were both right there, although they never stopped moving all the way, chasing under that one. Catch is finally made, and out number 2 is on the board. Kings looking good defensively. Boy, they gave up those 2 runs in the top of the 1st and then have been lights out since then. But their offense just cannot match the same energy, the same momentum that their defense has been able to have. 2-1 ball game in favor of the Capitals here. Fastball finding the bottom right corner on Braden Dromboski. Starting him off with an 0-1 count. Dromboski grounding this one. Ty Mercado sliding in, trying to make the grab. Can't do so. It's going to go out into left center. Mercado was trying to be Superman once again here for the Kings defense. Gave it his all. Goes right underneath his torso, it looked like, as he went horizontal. And so Braden Dromboski finds himself on first base. Now brings on his little brother, Nick Dromboski. Another man who is 0 for 2 today. Nick Dromboski grounding this one right over to Andrew Schenk. It's going to go right past Schenk's glove. And the Dromboski brothers are going to take first and second. It was a hard-hit ground ball, but one that Schenk should have had in his glove and should have made the throw over. So the error puts Nick Dromboski on first.
Pinch hitting for the Capitals, number 50, John Donahue.
Now it's a 1-0 count on John Donahue. It's going to be a grounder right over to Danny Scullion on the 1-0 pitch, and just like that, the inning is all said and done with. Still a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Capitals, but the Kings have 6 outs to work with to make up just that 1 run. We'll see if they can do so when we return right up here in the bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Kings, second baseman, number 6.
Bottom of the 6th inning has arrived. The Kings have 6 outs to work with. Andrew Schenk is up at the plate first here, leading things off in the 6th for the South Jersey Kings. Schenk had another hitter who struggled today. I mean, you got a 2-1 ball game. Not too many hitters are going to be having a fantastic day as he swings and misses at the first pitch from Shane Langen, who just wrapped up his senior season at Christian Brothers Academy. Headed off to Babson for his freshman year this coming fall. Just a 1.07 earned run average in his senior season. 20 innings pitched. It's not too many innings over there at CBA, but we know the kind of staff that they have year in and year out. Allowed just 6 hits in 20 innings and 3 earned runs, along with 45 strikeouts. Averaging 2.5 strikeouts per inning pitched. So Shane Langen, we're going to see if he could somehow repeat that here in the ECCBL in this game against the South Jersey Kings. It's been a defensive game all the way through. Got a 2-1 count, make that a 2-2. This is Langen's 4th game of the summer. He's pitched a little over 6 innings. Has an 0-1 record. He's allowed 7 hits and 6 earned runs. Does have 7 strikeouts, though. So still averaging over a strikeout per inning here in the ECCBL. 2-2 count. Barbash trying to frame it in. Wasn't quite able to do so. Full count pitch coming up here for Andrew Schenk. Here's the offering from Langen. Fastball is low and inside. Schenk will get on base for the first time today. Andrew Schenk finds himself on first base, and it brings on Michael Pearson.
Number 38, the DH, Michael Pearson.
Pearson heading into his sophomore season at St. Joseph's. Was a 182 hitter this past spring with a 564 OPS. 2 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 17 RBIs. And he fouls the first pitch off. Off goes Schenk. The throw over from Barbash. It's going to bounce right over Schenk as he slides into second, successfully stealing that base. It's a 2-1 count here on Pearson. Langen checking the runner, delivering, and Pearson fouling it off. We're getting a bound visit for the Capitals here. Michael Pearson 0 for 2 today. As, like I said, are many hitters for both the Capitals and Kings. This is just his 13th at-bat of the summer, including his first 2 today. He was 1 for 10 heading into this game, is now 1 for 12, with 1 single, 1 RBI, and 4 strikeouts on the summer. There's not too much playing time that we've seen from Michael Pearson. His first game played since June 11th. Nearly a month since we've seen Michael Pearson up at the plate for the South Jersey Kings. He's got a 2-2 count. Fastball goes high and away, and Pearson has a juiced up full count. Still no outs here for the Kings. The tying run is on second. They haven't had a run scored since the third inning. That pitch outside, and Pearson will take first.
Number 4, left fielder, Zach Maxwell.
So continuing to move on, Zach Maxwell is the next up at the plate here for the Kings. Nearing the bottom of the order, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. His other at-bat was a strikeout. Breaking ball in there for Maxwell. It's going to be outside for a ball 1. Zach Maxwell heading into his sophomore season at Drew University. A whole lot of Drew guys here in the ECCBL, either commits headed over to Drew or active Drew players. Was a .311 hitter in his freshman season with 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. So really impressive stuff, especially for a freshman, as he bunts that one foul right over our heads. So 1-1 count for Maxwell. The lefty hitter who throws righty, standing at 5'10", 190. The offering from Langen, his 15th pitch today. Breaking ball, what a bunt by Zach Maxwell. Both players struggling with it, no throw will be made. Doesn't get much better than that. That is textbook stuff from Zach Maxwell. Absolutely incredible stuff from him. Don't see that too often. A bunt single, getting himself onto first base. First time we've seen that today, and that is a crazy enough thing to say since we've already seen, again, I'll do the math, 20 innings of baseball here at Moody Park in Ewing, New Jersey. Game 3 of our 4-game double-double header, we like to call on the weekends, usually on Saturdays, but of course we're out in Quakertown yesterday for the ECCBL All-Star Game. So had our infamous day moved to this Sunday, nearing the tail end of Game 3. Ty Mercado up at the plate. For the 1-0 count, make that a 1-1. Called strike in the bottom right corner. Bases are loaded. Still not a single out to show for it. Shank, then Pearson, then Maxwell, ranging from third to first. And Mercado will take time. Ty Mercado is 5 for 20 so far this summer, a .250 hitter. This one swung on, goes right over to Jackson Scarlett, looking for the double play. Ethan Tolbert, the throwback to first. They get the double play, but not before the Kings get the tying run, but they won't get the game-winning run. Michael Pearson rounding third, aggressive base running from the Kings there. Zach Barbash getting the throw in time from Fattori and making the tag for the third out.
For the Kings in the 6th,
From 0 to 3.
There were no errors and 2 left.
Not quite the triple play as the run does score, but regardless, a fantastic defensive showing right there from the Capitals, but not before the South Jersey Kings tie things up at 2, heading into the 7th. Boy, do we have a good one for you here. A much better one than either of our first 2 doubleheader games between the Mercer Mammoths and the Trenton Generals, as those were both blowouts in favor of the top dog in the South Division. Right here, though, number 3 and number 4 in the South going at it. Tied up heading into the final inning. We'll see what Noah Rivera has in him if he can continue his stellar day. When we return in the top of the 7th, we'll see you there after a quick word from our sponsor.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
So not quite the triple play ending things off in the bottom of the sixth, but as close as you can get to a triple play. The grounder over to Jackson Scrow. He tosses it to Tolbert, who makes the tag on second, getting that out. Then the throw over to Fattori on first, getting that out. And then Michael Pearson rounded third and was aggressive, trying to win the game or at least get the game leading run as he came home, but was caught advancing onto home, and that's out number 3. So now up here is Zach Barbash facing off against Noah Rivera once again. Rivera's third inning of work, or fourth inning of work actually I should say, 4 innings deep. As Barbash swings and misses on the 1-2. Putting the first out on the board. Boy, the Kings have looked spectacular since that first inning. I mean, the Capitals take their 2-0 run, 2-0 lead I should say. But ever since then, it was a stalemate for a while, right, offensively. And then in the bottom of the third, the Kings were able to score 1 run. Just now in the bottom of the sixth, they score another run to tie it up. But they really have felt more in control than the Capitals ever since that top of the first. But again, that offense for the Kings is still one that needs to get going even more. Sure, they just scored a run. But whether it's the base running and not allowing Michael Pearson to try and make a play like that and win the game when it was a pretty, I don't want to say easy throw for Fattori over to Barbash, but regardless, in hindsight, which is always 20/20, at a time where they should have been more conservative on the base path. It's a 1-2 count here on Ethan Tolbert, top of the order. He's still looking for his first hit today. Nice breaking ball from Rivera, not going to be in there. Boy, that was a gorgeous pitch from Noah. Whole infield kind of cheered him on after that pitch, saying, hey, it doesn't matter what's being called. We know that was a gorgeous pitch. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss there from Tolbert. And my, oh my, Noah Rivera has been fantastic today. His third strikeout of the game here in his 4th inning of work. He's allowed 2 hits and not a single earned run. Hasn't walked a single batter either. Only thrown 50 pitches. And he's set to get his 12th out right here. Jackson Wargo is the man who's going to try and put a change to that. He's going to do his best. He starts off with a called strike 1, though, on the outside corner. Wargo is also 0 for 2 today. Second pitch can be called a ball. Wargo 0 for 2 with a walk. Nice bright and sunny day. A bit hot out there, but cooler than what we've been used to these past week or two here in southwest New Jersey. Big swing and a miss there from Wargo. Noah Rivera is dialed right now for the Kings. 1-2 offering. Fastball high and away. 2-2 count. Rivera stays around the mid-80s with his fastball and high 70s with the majority of his breaking balls. And the called strike 3 for his second strikeout of the inning and his 4th today. Noah Rivera, if that is the last time we see you, congratulations on a fantastic, unbelievable performance here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He's going to hope that that's the last time we see him. He hopes that his Kings offense can put together a run here to try and cap this one off. We'll see if they can. Bottom of the 7th is coming your way. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got Ben Chowder back on the mic. I know. Everyone was waiting for it. We got a heck of a ball game here at Moody Park, and we'll see you there. Well, you know what they say, folks. For the South Jersey Kings, it is now or next inning if they have to, if they need the 8th inning of work. But they're going to really hope that is right now. Top of the order, Jordan Raba up at the plate. The lefty hitter taking a fastball on the outside corner from Shane Langen in his 2nd inning of work for a called strike 1. Raba 1 for 3 today. 0-1 count, breaking ball, going to be a bit too low. Nice looking stuff and control on that pitch from Langen though. Raba 1 for 3 with a single. A 182 hitter for the Kings so far this summer. This one a grounder right over to the shortstop, Ethan Tolbert. Easy grab and easy throw over to first base. Boy, he makes that look so easy. Fresh out of high school as well. Headed over to James Madison. Jordan Raba was hustling over onto first base as well. But regardless, Ethan Tolbert making short work of him. And then on comes Austin Buchanan. Buchanan is going to foul that one off. I mentioned before how Shane Langen with just about a 1.07, not just about, an exact 1.07 ERA at Christian Brothers Academy this past spring. Unbelievably impressive stuff. He's looked really solid so far in the short stint he's had today, only his 2nd inning of work. Facing off against Austin Buchanan here. He's got a 1-1 count. Breaking ball falls in there for the 1-2 count. Boy, Langen arching that one from top left to bottom right. Here's the 1-2, fouled off. Austin Buchanan, LaSalle commit. Out of Telsey High School. High chopper right up the middle, chased down by Tolbert. If he makes this play, my goodness! The throw is not going to be in time. Ethan Tolbert gave it everything he had. Leaping up to make the grab and making the throw while falling over. His legs pretty much crumpling underneath him.
Number 19,
but regardless, Buchanan beating it out. Boy, I don't think I've ever seen ECCBL guys run this hard to the bases. It's so awesome to see, especially when the game gets good at the end like it has right here. Buchanan on first. He hustles right back. Scullion is up at the plate. Danny Scullion, an ECCBL All-Star Home Run Derby participant. For good reason as well, as he grounds this one right over to Dromboski, looking for the double play. Scro over to Fattori, and just like that, the Capitals defense shows out once again. Couple of double plays to end off the last 2 half innings.
After 7, the Caps 2, the Kings 2.
The Caps have been unbelievably impressive, not even giving the Kings a sliver of hope offensively of coming back in this one. No Rivera. His day is not done quite yet. Back up on the mound. Game is all tied up at 2. And he's hoping that at the very worst, his team can tack on their 2nd tie of the summer. I'd like to remind you that this game in the ECCBL in part is sponsored by Northfield Bank, proudly serving the local community since 1887 with branch locations across Mercer and Hunterdon counties. Northfield offers simply free checking with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and no per-check charges. Northfield Bank customers also enjoy free online banking, mobile app access, and a free debit card for everyday purchases. For more information, please visit northfield.com or follow Northfield Bank on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Northfield Bank. Top of the 8th coming your way after this. Dangerous hitter for Noah Rivera to start off with here. Jaden Shin up at the plate. Starts him off with a called strike on the bottom left corner. Shaking off a couple pitches that his catcher is proposing. And throws a disgusting pitch almost in the dirt that still caught Jaden Shin swinging. The power hitter out of Cornell. Facing down an 0-2 count early here. The 0-2 fastball low and away. Shin is 1 for 3 today. Just had that single earlier as he fouls this one off. Rivera up to 59 pitches now on the day. The 1-2 on Shin, breaking ball out into right field and fouled off. Jaden Shin coming into this one, a .250 hitter. 7 singles, 3 doubles, and 1 home run on the summer. Apparently, according to teammates Tyler Brasky and Carl Wisman, said he didn't have too much confidence heading into the home run derby as he puts this one sky high out into left center. Jordan Raba easily tracking it down and easily making the grab for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. So 1 out on the board now. Jaden Shin flying out. And I was saying, Carl Wisman and Tyler Borowski, they took over a half inning of our ECCBL All-Star coverage yesterday, and we're mentioning how Jaden Shin was talking to him and was like, "Yeah, I don't feel that confident, guys. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not feeling that great." And they were like, "All right, well, this guy is for sure not even going to come close to winning. Then, I mean, if you're not even confident in yourself, then there's no shot." And then he goes out there and hits 6 to make the final round. People are like, "Okay, all right, he's got a little something." And goes 9 in the second round, which is why you saw him for our Toyota Driver of the Week earlier. An ECCBL record, 15 home runs in the home run derby, beating out the second place Tom Rowan by 7 home runs. He had 8 on the entire day. Meanwhile, Shin had 9 in the second round alone. It's an 0-2 count here on Michael Fattori, a man who is 1 for 2 today. That pitch on him is going to be fouled off. Fattori heading into his redshirt sophomore season at Belmont Abbey. He was a .342 hitter this past spring. 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. Swings and misses at the 0-2, though. And a strikeout for Noah Rivera. Boy, just keep on adding him on, tallying him up. Noah Rivera knows how to put him up and put him down.
12, second baseman Jackson Scrow.
And now what could be the final at-bat for the Capitals today. And with the pace of play that Noah Rivera is playing out right now, it very likely might be. Jackson Scrow grounds this one foul right over to the Caps' third base coach. He makes the toss back over to Noah Rivera with some cheers from the Capitals dugout saying, "Hey, he still got it." That breaking ball finds the bottom right corner. That third base coach over there, former College World Series All-First team for the Georgia Bulldogs, who went on to win that World Series as well. 0-2 count here on Scrow. He's 0 for 3 today. Fastball goes outside for a 1-2 count. Jackson Scrow, a .234 hitter on the summer. Went 2 for 3 with 2 singles in Thursday's game against the Generals. As this fastball not going to find the outside corner quite yet. It's going to be a 2-2 count. Boy, Noah Rivera wanted that one, as did Jack Fitzpatrick. So a 2-2 pitch coming up here. 2-2, swing and a miss from Scrow. Drop third strike. Fitzpatrick going to make the throw over. And just like that, the Capitals cannot win this one anymore. They are going to be stuck at 2 runs by the end of this one no matter what. It is all down to the Kings offense. Can they come out here and win it? Or will this one end in a 2-2 tie? To find out, stay tuned. Bottom of the 8th is coming your way after this.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital X-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
It all comes down to this here in Game 1 of the doubleheader between the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals. Jack Fitzpatrick up at the plate for the Kings. Swinging on the first pitch out into right center. Matt Westcott going to be chasing it down. It's going to get past Westcott's head. It'll go right into his glove. Fitzpatrick going to round first, but because of the fantastic play by Westcott, the right fielder, Fitzpatrick has to stay put at first. What a play by Matt Westcott. I mean, whether it was luck or it really was those spidey senses that he might have out there in right field. Somehow getting the ball into his glove off the bounce while running straight back towards the fence. Impressive stuff out of him. Not going to put a runner in scoring position just yet then. So on comes Enrico Tofano, getting the bunt attempt right there, which is an interesting choice for an over 300 hitter so far this summer, Enrico Tofano, who is 1 for 3 today. Tofano with 13 hits, 2 of them being doubles, 4 RBIs, and 5 walks. With an 0-1 count, no outs on the board. And Fitzpatrick on first. Going for the bunt again. It's a good bunt at that. Enrico Tofano racing over to first base. Won't be there in time, so that ball's going to travel away. Fitzpatrick rounding second, headed over to third. Rounding third, and he'll stay there. 2 in scoring position here for the South Jersey Kings. An error on Braden Drombowski on the throw. Over to Michael Fattori.
Number 6, second baseman, Andrew Shank.
2 in scoring position, Andrew Shank. Yeah, the head coach, Tyler, for the Kings over there, telling Shank, hey, all the pressure is on Shane Langen here. It is not on you. Telling him, hey, we're getting someone home, right? We have no outs. We have 2 in scoring position. That's happening. The pressure's on Shane Langen here. It is not on you, Shank. We'll see if Andrew heard the message. But the first breaking ball is going to be in there for a called strike 1. Langen now 30 pitches deep. Andrew Shank is just 3 for 27 so far this summer. Make that 3 for 29, including his first 2 at-bats today. Shank with a grounder goes right over Ethan Tobert's head. A Moody hop for the walk-off. Moody hop skips right over the shortstop Ethan Tobert's head, the man who was making plays all game long for the Trenton Capitals. Can't make one right there. Impossible for him to do so. And Andrew Shank gets the RBI single to put this game away. My, oh my, what a poetic way to end things off. A Moody Hop walk-off as the South Jersey Kings take a 3-2 win over the Trenton Capitals. They improve to 9-11-1, while the Capitals fall to 7-11-2. Taking a look at the South Jersey Kings. I mean, you can look at the hitters if you want. Enrico Tofano probably had the best day, going 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. But you have to turn your eyes to Noah Rivera. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, no runs scored, no earned runs, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. Easily one of the best performances we have seen this entire summer from Noah Rivera. One more time, just because of how good he did on the mound. 68 pitches through just 5 innings. He allowed 2 hits, not a single run, no walks, and struck out 6 batters. Noah Rivera is your Toyota Player of the Game for game number 1 here in the doubleheader between the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals. Once again, the Kings take this one 3-2 here at Moody Park. Game 2 is headed your way just about 7:30. 7:15, excuse me, is the start time we're looking at. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, do whatever you might have to do, because this game was a show when we expect the same exact result in game number 2. Maybe it's in favor of the Capitals. Maybe the Kings get 2 straight wins here at Moody. It's only one way to find out. Join us at 7:15 right here on Jersey Baseball Nation. For now, this has been Ben Chadwick, but we'll see you in a little bit.